welcome to Salar. I'm Dardana Simran, and today we're going to be talking about the Assembly Elections. The Assembly Elections in Goa will be held on 14th of February 2022 to elect 40 members. The results will then be declared on 10th of March 2022. Joining me today is Mr. Prakash Rathod. He's the Congress Chief Whip in the Karnataka Legislative Council and overall in charge of Goa elections. He'll be talking to us about the on-ground preparations the party has done and taking us behind the scenes of their campaigning. Thank you so much, Mr. Prakash Rathod, for giving us your time and answering these questions. First up, I want to ask you if you could tell us a little bit of your experience of trying to unite the Congress in Goa, where the political representatives, have a tendency to defect.
Well, we were assigned to come to Goa by the ICC president, Nish Gundurao, who has been our in charge for Goa and is a working committee member, put us on to the job here. Myself, I was the state observer. Mansoor Khan was the observer for Goa North, and Sunil Hadamnawar was the observer for Goa South. For nearly 1 year, we have been working to bring Goa back into the Congress fold. We started with a scratch. Absolutely, there was no organization. Many of our MLAs had left us. The party was in a shambles. So we decided to go booth-wise. We started the membership drive. We started the digital membership. We went to every constituency, formed booth committees. Then we formed the booth committees, and then we formed the block Congress committees. Then we formed the district Congress committees. Then we formed the Pradesh Congress committee. And then the election process started. When we started, we thought we will never do well in Goa because the people of Karnataka thought that we will elect them MLAs, but they will leave us and go. So that perception was there in Goa. As and when we started telling the people, building the confidence of the people, and when we started telling them that this time the decision will be that the block Congress committee's recommendation will be the most important recommendation for the selection of the candidates. And we are very, very happy that more than 80 to 90% of the candidates that have been fielded have been recommended by the block Congress committee. Right. So this is how we have built the party over 1 year, and we are seeing the results are very, very encouraging.
Right. So I think, with the way you've said it, just 1 year has gone into so much planning, and that's why probably, there's more confidence now, right? So, which brings us to my next question, and I want to ask, so that this time, has Congress kept up its word by not giving ticket to defectors?
Yes, one of the policies which we made was that none of the defectors who got elected on a Congress ticket, who sold themselves to the BJP, they brought a bad name to the party, they should not be taken. And we are happy to tell the people of Goa that today none of the defectors have been taken or they have been given ticket.
And do you think that is what would build up the confidence of the people to even, put cast in their vote?
In spite of what we have done, we have also gone further. When we wanted to announce the candidates well in advance, which we did. And once the candidates were announced, we decided that the candidates, once were announced, they also took a oath in a temple. They took a oath in a church. They took a oath in a masjid, in a mosque. So what this was done to instill confidence amongst the Goan electorate and also to the people of Goa that Congress party this time is very serious and will ensure that none of the candidates who get elected will go to other parties, defect for the lure of money or for want of power. So we have selected candidates from the block level who have been with us in spite of the elected MLAs who have gone. So I think
Okay.
that is a positive beginning we started with.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, even the NYAY scheme that was out, which is like a much needed scheme
Mhm.
which came out by the Congress when it was announced. Do you think it would be like a surgical strike against poverty? And like when it was left behind due to BJP favoring like the richest few. So this is like a way to also cater to to the masses, basically.
Uh,
Will this
what
scheme
you
be,
what I tell you, the Congress Party, from its inception, has always been working for the poor, for the needy. And Congress Party, during all its regimes, has given programs that have for the poor to alleviate poverty. It was right from the time we got independent. When we were not producing anything, we
mm-hmm.
had no infrastructure, no dams, no colleges, no jobs for people. From scratch, we have started and we have built this country and we have built Goa also. We have given the country the infrastructure that was needed, the education that was needed, the jobs that were needed. We started the public sector undertaking, and
Right.
today we are being a leading economy in the world, and that is the contribution of the Congress Party. And
Mm-hmm.
coming to Goa, we have seen that Goa has become a state. We have seen that Goan culture is protected. Goan, the manifesto which we have released recently, we have given a lot of importance to the NYAY program
Mm-hmm.
that needs to alleviate proper poverty. The poor should come into the mainstream, and that has been the focus of this promise that we have made to the people of Goa.
Right. But so during elections, we always hear that, okay, yes, this is a scheme that's going to be easy to, easily made to eradicate poverty. But is it actually been that simple to, because eradication of poverty, let's be honest, it's not easy. It's not simple at all. So in the
See,
long run, what is the aim like?
see, you must understand two things. When the Congress government was there, under the UPA 1 and 2, millions and millions of people were brought out of the poverty who were below the poverty line, were, were brought out of it, and they were leading a comfortable life. It is very unfortunate, very sad, that during the BJP regime, the
Mm-hmm.
people who had gone out of the poverty line have gone back into the poverty, below poverty line. And the BJP government is only promoting the rich, the elite, and the moneyed people, whereas the Congress will always have programs for the poor. It was the
Yeah.
20-point it was the 5-year program when Jawaharlal Nehru started this first 5-year plan. Then it was the Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan slogan when the Green Revolution took place.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Indira Gandhi's 20-point program, which was a great success. Then it was Rajiv Gandhi who created the digital world for the people of India. We are speaking on telephone today. You are having a Zoom call today. It is because of the technology that the Congress Party brought to this country. And Congress has always been progressive. It wants to help the poor. When the poor were in distress, we waived 72,000 crores of loans of the farmers. We nationalized the banks. We made the banking available to the poor people.
Hmm.
This is the contribution which the Congress Party has done. And I know it is not, you're absolutely correct. We can't eradicate poverty overnight. It is a
Right.
process. And in this process, Congress party has been successful to a larger extent compared to the BJP. During this regime, the poor are becoming poorer and the rich are becoming richer.
Okay. Right. And I think that statement, right, the poor are becoming poorer and the rich are becoming richer. That is the one thing I think we even saw
In
during
this, the,
post-pandemic
no,
time.
no, yes. In this, the rich are becoming richer, but the richest have been the two favorites of Mr. Narendra Modi, Adani and Ambani. The whole country is getting sold to them.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, having said that, I think even while you were talking about this, you mentioned a very important thing that you have been working with all your other Congress members as well to make the Goa culture stand out, right? And that speaks a lot because the Goan culture is something that is very different in the Indian society. So, to sort of safeguard that, does Congress have any plans of promoting tourism in the state? As Mr. Rahul Gandhi had said that Goa can either be like a tourism destination or a coal hub. So what is your take on that?
Yes, of course, our leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, has promised that we will make Goa a tourist hub, which it is already there. We are going to give more and more preference to development of tourism in Goa. That is a
Mm-hmm.
top priority. We will give them employment. We will not lie like how BJP has lied and told it will give jobs to the people, thousands of jobs to the people of Goa, and they didn't do nothing in 10 years. We will do it and we will develop tourism, we'll protect the culture of the Goan, we'll protect the environment to have a serene life here, protect uh, not only the culture of the people, to protect the identity of a Goan. The Goans have come down after a lot of Portuguese rule. We created the Goa state. We have enabled them to come into the mainstream. We have given them a lot of programs over the years. And even today, if you see the big bridges that are coming out, it was originally approved by the Congress government. The
Mm-hmm.
DPR and the approval was given by the Congress government. The BJP
Right.
implemented it because Congress lost power both in the center and the state. And BJP is only implementing whatever the Congress has done. And they have not done anything new. The new thing they have done is they have become most corrupt. They are anti-people. They have failed during the time of the COVID in the COVID management, and they have nothing uh, but enriching themselves, the political
Mm-hmm.
BJP.
So when we talk about BJP and them not having such a foothold in Congress, I want to ask: have the Trinamool Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party managed to, make any footprints in the state? How has their contribution been like?
See, the BJP has promoted Trinamool Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. The B team of BJP and the C team of BJP is the Aam Aadmi Party and the Trinamool Congress. They want to divide the secular vote so that BJP is benefited. Why do you think that thousands of hundreds of crores of rupees have been spent by TMC and Aam Aadmi Party? Where did they get the money from? Have you seen the holdings in Goa? Have you seen their campaign on television and social media? What are they achieving out of it? Are they going to form a government? They will not get even one or two seats. And this entire thing has been done. Both BJP and both uh, TMC and Aam Aadmi Party are just wanting to divide secular votes. But the people of Goa know what is happening, and they will not cast their votes in either in favor of Aam Aadmi Party or for the TMC.
Right. And I think with this, we can wrap it up by saying that your confidence says it all, that, if you won the people, then it practically means that you've won their votes. That's, I'm guessing how it works. So having said that, I want to say that good luck for the upcoming elections. And thank you for shedding so much light on how this functions.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy that we have had a good interaction. I'm very happy and confident that the work we have put in, that the people of Goa have realized that we have to put an end to the corrupt BJP misrule. We have to stop their unconstitutional acts that they are doing for the Operation Kamala. All the elected MLAs, they bribe them, they lure them, they threaten them, they use the CBI, they use the IT, they use all sorts of coercive methods to scare the elected MLAs. This is what has to be stopped. For the sake of democratic process, to be the largest democratic country in the world, I think an end has to be put to this unconstitutional methods adopted by Narendra Modi, by Amit Shah, and the BJP. Thank you very much again.
Okay. Thank you so much, and I hope that the work, like you mentioned, that you've put in comes fruitful at the end of it. So thank you.
Thank you.